fishing and boating.
Yeah.
Because they make a koozie.
Oh, that's cute.
What?
I don't know, but a koozie. I'm cute. That's cute.
You could just tell what I'm about to say.
I know, but I know a koozie. I like it.
A koozie that you can fish with.
Oh, get out.
And you can go fishing with
That
this
is cute.
koozie. It's called, I don't know.
Is it like, does it got like a line?
I think the
Like-
Shark Tank had it. And
I love
now, yeah, you can buy one. And so ever since like I was looking at it, it's just all over my internet.
Oh, all I have to do is say one word and I'll be
I know.
flooded
So, yeah, if you're looking for somebody that maybe likes to have a little drink and, likes to go fishing or boating or whatever,
there you
might
go.
be a cool Father's Day gift.
Gotta be a koozie.
And I
let's
think
go.
that they are affordable.
Oh, that's even better. Mm-hmm. Keep the price low so more people can enjoy.
Yeah, and you don't have to tell them that you heard it from me. You can take full credit.
Look at that. Look at that.
I will give you all the rights to the full credit here if you foresee to buy that.
Yes. Good luck.
Yeah.
Right.
But I also want to know if you buy it and let me know how it is.
Show me that.
Secretly, let me know how it is.
Thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah.
So exciting. Definitely. So month June, we're in June. June's flying by already. Let's go back over our last week. We had a big week up in Indianapolis, and what a wonderful time for American for Prosperity.
Yeah, it's been a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Americans for Prosperity has been very busy this week. We had a great day. So we at first we were a sponsor for the Indiana Right to Life Women's Luncheon, and it was really cool. They had guest speakers, Comptroller Elise Nishala, and then we also had First Lady Maureen Braun, and
who is absolutely charming.
Both are.
Just, yeah. Oh, I mean, both. Well, absolutely, yeah.
Both are just, you talk about admirable women.
Yeah.
That really just are great representations of our state.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and I mean, just even as men, I mean, like we have some really great leadership. I know I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it just because I'm just so proud of the way that they conduct themselves, how their love for the state, their love for the people. It's really nice to see. That's refreshing. And so hearing them speak, and they got personal, which is always something that because some people like really bring kind of humanizes them in that sense. And it was great to hear from them. They were, like I said, they were wonderful. They were very open to having those one-on-ones before and after. I mean, they didn't shy away. They didn't try to run out of there or anything like that.
No.
They were readily available to have those conversations with you. And so,
and in leadership, sometimes it's either you're going to get kissed or kicked, and you have to make some big decisions. And I think both of them are very transparent and very, like you're saying, taking time. That's huge.
I have worked in this field for a hot minute, and I have seen both. I have seen some, and I will not name any names, but like where they have thought that maybe they were the most important person in the room, and they didn't owe, and not that people owe anything. I mean, maybe a little, maybe a side conversation, or if somebody wants to have something, maybe that's something out of respect that you could have. But I have had where they just weren't open to it, and so they almost, it was like, I did my job, and now I'm out. That's not at all the way these conversations went. And so that was a great event. And then onward we had a give back to Americans for Prosperity, volunteers, activists that have been very active with us and have really just been there on the front lines, fighting these policy fights, fighting, to get policy champions elected. And again, I always say, like, we get back to you. So it was a very, you could have that quality time with the governor and first lady.
Yeah.
In fact, with the whole, we got to tour his residence, the governor's mansion. It was a really cool experience. And something that I really want, and we've had activists all across the state, but something that was really cool was that I don't think, actually, no, I know it is not often that the governor gives the tour himself.
I know.
He goes on the tour.
He was awesome. Yeah.
And he, once again, going back to what I just said, made that time. He did not have to go on that tour. He did not have to hang out with us and talk. I think if you wanted to have a one-on-one quality conversation with him, you had that ability.
Absolutely.
And then about, I don't even know, not even halfway through, First Lady Braun, she joined right in with us. And I'll be darned, she didn't come on that tour too.
I know.
Start talking about everything. It was almost as if like you were at a friend's house and they were, they just bought a new house and they were showing you their house. And it was a really cool, almost like out of the body, like it was a really cool experience.
Yeah.
Not that and I guess like I have not been, that was my first time to the governor's residence. And maybe past governors like, been there, done that. And if you have, that's awesome. Like good for you and good for those governors for making that opportunity. But I'm a huge Governor Mike Braun fan, so that was a really cool experience. I mean, I've done a lot of cool things. That was definitely pretty cool. And I think that the activists really felt rewarded and felt special, and that's what we want. We want them to know, like, hey, we appreciate everything that you do for us. So we want to make sure that, these elected officials also know who you are and who is the boots on the ground, who is doing that work. And so that's the reason why we had that event.
Yeah. And in the very beginning, when we first arrived there and he came in the room, he actually do we have any, he talked a little bit, kind of gave updates, but then he said, any questions? I mean, there was nothing. I mean, he was completely transparent.
Governor Braun is really good about Q&A.
Yeah. I'm just like,
that is something that he is very open. And so far, every event that I have been at with him, he has always opened it up to questions. He does not shy away from public questions, and they are not filtered. Nobody knows. He doesn't know what questions are going to be asked, but he is always open. And that's what I'm saying. He loves hearing from you. He enjoys that. If he didn't want to, answer any questions, he wouldn't ask you. Okay.
Right.
Especially right there in front of public, he's not shying away from anybody.
Yeah. Well, I think that was, and there was quite a few questions that were asked, and he was very, very good about answering them. And that was a fun time. And then one of the
talked about past the 2025 legislative session, getting the wrap up from him was really cool.
Right. And then we moved on to another beautiful room, and Graham actually played the piano. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful.
One of my coworkers, staff members of AFP up north, and got to play on the piano, the several-year-old piano.
Yeah.
I don't recall
exactly.
And he had an awesome,
that was
he did so
I could wish you would have just continued. I could have just, that was beautiful.
It was really neat. And again, they were very cool about, letting him just do his thing on there.
So neat.
I've always said I wish I knew how to play the piano. I've always said that. So I was never jealous. I was just like, man, this could have been my shining moment where if I knew.
Forget the shower and just take the piano lessons, okay?
I wish that I did. That would be the one instrument that if I wish I knew how to play, it would be the piano.
I took lessons years ago. I did better with the guitar. Yeah, the guitar I did better with that. And the piano was a little more, I really give appreciation for anybody that can play the piano.
Yeah. And so Graham got to do that, which was really cool.
Well, he said, does anybody play the piano here? And the only thing in my head, which I wasn't going to say, was Mary Had a Little Lamb. It's like, I can give it.
Graham didn't even volunteer himself. I think it was the other coworkers.
Absolutely.
That were like, hey,
he knocked it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, he did. He did great. That was really cool.
And then to go outside, and there is a full basketball court. How fun is that?
Yeah,
I mean,
so they said that Governor
could that be any
Holcomb,
more
that was
Indiana?
his,
Yeah.
that was his gift that he gave. That was really cool. Very Indiana,
Yeah.
like, and yeah, so we got to go to the basketball court.
And then the flowers, and then she does a lot of her flowers, and just the flowers were beautiful.
Yeah.
Gardening,
Yeah.
they had, and it was fun to hear when you go from, what is it? How do they say that? From garden to table, or from the, like when you grow your own stuff too. I just love that.
Homegrown.
Homegrown.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Fun time.
Yeah, that was a great event. And like I said, I hope, and so far I haven't heard any negative feedback.
Well, and I thought that, like, he took time. I mean, he had other schedule. He has a lot going on, and I thought he really took time for us. I thought that was very cool.
He did. Yeah, I mean, they've been there. They just got settled in, right? I mean,
Yeah.
They've only been there a few months,
Right.
so they're still, still trying to.
Well, it's getting adjusted. Yeah,
getting it feeling more and more like home.
Absolutely. Which
Yeah.
is, a lot to do. So,
Yeah, so that was
it was
cool.
a fun time.
So yeah, Americans for Prosperity, we had that. And then on Saturday,
Yeah.
we had a great event with the Clark County Republican Women. I went and spoke there. That was a great event. They had a dessert auction. I'll tell you what, guys. Some desserts, man.
What did they have? Like, what was the one that everybody went
Well,
crazy?
there was like a Reese's.
Oh, get out.
Cake something. There was a red velvet. There were just a lot of good, really yummy looking things. That went over really well. They had some elected officials there. They had a lot of representation, and yeah, that was cool. We talked about Trump's Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, the big beautiful bill. Gave Congresswoman Erin Houchin a shout out. She did vote for that. She voted to lower our taxes, y'all. Everybody be excited for that. We don't want to owe the IRS any more money than what we already do. So yeah, it was that was a fun event as well. The president, chairwoman Fanny, she did a great job putting that on, as she does every year. It's an annual thing. It's an annual event. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was a great time. Sarah Milligan from IQE came down. She was one of the guest speakers. And the headliner was Comptroller Elise Nishala,
which is fantastic.
Yes, again,
I love to listen to her talk.
Yeah, she's great. And once again, we're just gonna get in the car together and just go to all the same events because we keep seeing each other. Yeah, so it was, like I said, it was a successful event. It was great.
Yeah, fun time, busy time. Yeah,
very busy time. Very busy time. Yeah, but it's summertime.
I feel like they're really giving good attention down here to the southern part of the state.
Yeah, I mean, there's opportunities to be able to talk to these elected officials, statewide elected officials.
Love that. All right, well, and well done. I know you organized some of that, and well done, Angel, on that.
Thank you.
So, all right, let's talk about some. It's Monday, so we have to have a little bit of annoying, right? Here's some minor annoyances that might stress us out a little bit.
Chewing.
Okay.
chewing all day long.
Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. Do you want to go? Let's see here. 10. Do you want to go 10 to 1?
10?
There's 10. Okay. 10. Do you want to go 10 to 1 or 1 to 10? How do you want to do this?
Because is that the way they have them? Is number 1 is the worst?
I think it's, here are the top 10, and it doesn't say the order. I'm assuming either 1 or 10, one of them, whichever way you go.
Let's just go
1 to 10. 10 and 1, whichever. 1 to 10. Okay, here are the top minor annoyances that can stress us out. Okay, here we go. Before that, here's something minor that might be kind of a major annoying. Is it sounds or is it people? Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a great question.
They polled 2,000 people, and here we go. Here are the answers. Number 1, when you run into someone you'd rather not talk to. These are annoyances that stress people out.
Okay. But okay.
That doesn't bother me.
That doesn't bother me. I don't think it's annoying. It's
I
just
don't
like,
either.
meh, whatever.
Well, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't get bothered. Number 2, a knock at the door when you weren't expecting anyone.
Depends on who it is.
Well, and I've been, don't open that door if you don't know who's there. So
we
knock on doors.
we knock on doors, so
Yeah, true. Well, that might
be selective.
Number 3, someone talking to you when you're trying to focus or want silence.
Yes, I would argue that's yes.
I'm usually the person that's talking.
When I'm working, if I'm trying to get something done,
Well, I will take that back. Yeah, I have had
and then
that.
I mean, I gotta get this
Yeah.
done.
It does seem like that happens though. Sometimes like you're really like into something, like sometimes like I'll be doing stuff and then someone starts talking and they're really like telling the story that you want to hear, but you're like really like, hang on, I'll say put a pin in it, hold on. Try to be kind about that. But
yeah. That's just really like if I'm trying to work and trying to get something done.
Okay, here we go. Number 4, when the Wi-Fi slows down or cuts out. That is annoying.
That can be annoying.
Here's yours. Number 5, loud chewing.
Told you.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I don't want to necessarily, go through it, but I don't whatever.
Maybe it depends on my mood. I'm also a big believer in chew with your mouth closed.
Well, that's something, How many times a day do you think you say that?
I don't know. Chew your food with your mouth closed. Don't talk. Chew your food. Just hang on. Whatever you're saying, I promise you can wait. Just hang on.
Yeah. Number 6, a phone call you weren't expecting. Well,
I don't know if that's annoying. Their version of annoying.
Or that stress and minor annoyances that stress you out. Maybe stressed out a little bit. Right?
Again, I don't know if it's annoying.
Number 7, heavy breathing.
Heavy breathing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna be like hyper focused.
I've been around. Yeah. The other day I was at a meeting and there was someone. Yeah, and I it's all right. It's all good. I don't get annoyed. It's okay. It's all right.
What are you doing?
I know. I'm thinking. I better not. I'm trying to back out. I'm trying to back out. Yeah, I know. With myself. Yes, happens all the time. Okay. Number 8, alarm going off.
Yeah, that's annoying.
That is annoying. Yeah. Number 9, too many text message dings. Like, okay, let's say that you turn your phone off for a second, to kind of reboot, and then all of a sudden, ding, 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 ding.
That doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me. I'm just saying,
it doesn't annoy me. If anything, I'm like, whoa, somebody's blowing up.
Somebody's got something to say.
Somebody's got some things to share.
Okay, number 10, your phone going off when you're in a work meeting.
Your phone going off. Oh,
yeah.
I mean, no.
You're supposed to turn your phone off anyway, kind of, when you're in a work meeting, right? Unless it's something that you really, or just put it on silence.
I mean,
or to save your battery, put it on airplane mode.
Yeah, I'm not like if I'm in a work meeting without my kids, that ain't happening.
Well, I find my watch the other morning at 3 a.m. My watch decides it's time to stand, and it just starts going like it just starts vibrating. Time to stand. Time to stand.
I don't have one of those,
and I'm thinking, really, at 3 in the morning, do I need to be standing up at 3 in the morning?
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know.
You've got to be completely.
I don't have one of those that tells me what to do.
Mine. Well, I love it when it says "Good morning, Rebecca."
Can it tell you to drink more water? Because I think that's what mine would tell me.
It would probably, yeah. It'll. Oh, yeah. I'm sure. I don't have it on mine, but yeah, mine tells me all the time. Time to stand. Great job. You're doing a great job.
Down.
Yeah. Step away. Get out of this 7
Grab
brew.
the Fiji.
Get out
and go home.
Get out of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when your phone is at work, okay, they also looked at the top ways we calm down after those minor annoyances. And you might be less stressed if you just turned into turn into the radio station a little bit more. Listening to music was the top answer that calms people down. There we go. Just listen to your radio while yes, you can exercise. Yes.
That's my go-to. I love listening to music too. I mean, that's a big.
Music is mine. Yeah, music, and then also moving furniture. I love to move furniture.
Cleaning is one of mine too.
Moving
if I get going and I'm stressed out, I just keep going and I keep going.
Yeah.
I also go on this big let's throw a bunch of stuff away that we don't need that I need to throw away, but I just have been holding off.
That's actually a good thing, right?
It's like cathartic.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So there we go. Those are some things that maybe 10 minor annoyances. So it looks like loud chewing, slow Wi-Fi, heavy breathing, too many phone dings, and unexpected knock at the door are like some of your top ones. There we go. Little annoyances, right?
Yeah.
Actually, the survey might be a little annoying.
So I don't think that somebody chewing loud is going to send me off in a frenzy where I'm going to have to go listen to music to calm down.
Yeah.
I mean,
somebody get me out of here.
Yeah, somebody.
I've heard some heavy chewing.
Grab me some earbuds. I don't know. No, I don't think that would set me off that much. But
what about like the sound of like someone when they eat soup and they slurp?
But it's not so much when I'm annoyed. Oh God, don't do that, please.
Right? No, I mean I'm not trying to. I'm just saying, right?
I know people that do that, and I just kind of let them.
I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know someone that has to leave the room when it happens.
Yeah, I know that same person.
I know you do. And actually makes their spouse sometimes eat in the other room because of that, which I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I had to hear it 3 times before I believed that was even real.
Surprise me.
No, it does not surprise me.
No.
But there's that. I think also sometimes
that same person is also he or she would also be the one that would go in the frenzy and would need the music over chewing.
Could be true. I think also like things that like sometimes like if you have little like a beep you can't find, or hang on, let's go over this. If like there's a smell you can't find. I think those are little annoyances, I guess, that like let's say that.
Oh, I am tearing the house apart if there is a smell that I cannot find.
No, I mean, right? You know what I mean?
No. Although the other day I did walk in the kitchen and there was an overwhelming garlic smell. I could not find that.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it was weird. It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
And we hadn't had garlic. So I'm like, I don't know
that's different.
I don't know. It was crazy. Thankfully it was only in the kitchen. So
yeah. But like that or
where's that coming from?
I mean, I think I
took out the trash and everything. So I was like, I don't know what that smell is, but it is overwhelming.
I say also like if you let's say that someone gets in your car and they don't put the seatbelt on and that ding ding ding. Please put your seatbelt on. Right?
I've actually been on the phone with people and all I hear in the back is
ding ding ding. And there's some that just it does not bother at all.
I know.
They'll just keep dinging, letting it ding.
I actually know somebody that does that too.
That lets that ding happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of times like that. I think that's just part of it, right?
I mean,
how about this one? This one would be my big one. You wash your hair, you curl your hair, and you step out and the rain gets it. I've had that. Yeah, happened so many times.
Yeah.
It gets a little bit, I mean,
normally I know it's coming. Like if I'm doing all that, like I'm like, oh, it's gonna rain, but I want my hair. I mean, I'm not a big. I have them. Umbrellas are not my favorite thing.
No, they just never work the way I want them to work.
I mean, I know there's people that like you will not find me. And if you do, there's like a special reason. Like you won't find me walking from the parking lot into Walmart with an umbrella if it's raining.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is.
Happen,
like let's just get in the store and and it might be. I don't think it's because of the kids, but like having that extra, like, okay, get the umbrella out. Okay,
Oh.
now we're in. Okay, put the umbrella back in.
Well, it's a
okay, the
commitment
umbrella's
with your
safe.
hand. You know what I
Um,
mean? There goes one hand completely. Now you're only, you know what I mean? It's a commitment that you've taken on with one hand.
Yeah, and I have.
I
three
can't
kids
even
and two
speak. I
hands.
need both hands to speak.
Uh,
How can I possibly hold this umbrella in my hand when I need both hands to speak?
well, if it's raining, I'm also not putting them in a wet cart, so I have
Well,
to have.
that's the thing with me. I can't go. Okay, so let's say for some reason I take an umbrella out. I can't. I don't have that master skill of getting in the automobile without that awkwardness of trying to get the umbrella folded
Oh
up.
yeah, and there's people that got it down.
Oh,
I am
they
not
make
one.
it look wonderful. They can do that.
Yeah.
I'm not that person because it's dripping like as I'm trying to get the umbrella down.
I would spill the entire water all over my head and be like, what was the purpose?
And then you have the wet umbrella. And now there are like the governor's office, he had like little plastic bags to put umbrellas in there. I mean, there are places like that have that, but in which it wasn't raining that day, but I did notice that because that's nice. But I think that for those that I don't grab the bag. I don't do that. I just have the wet
I
umbrella.
don't grab the umbrella. So, I mean,
I know.
I did. I invested in a few umbrellas a few months back, and it was for one specific event. And I think I used it maybe like a total of 2 minutes, and it has been put in that spot and not moved since.
It's going to just stay there. It's
Yeah.
an ornament this time.
I did, like, if it's right, I'm like, okay, I'll just like grab a hood.
Well, at DC,
Something with a hood.
it was raining when we were going to the different buildings, and so we had to bring an umbrella. And here I am with an umbrella, which I'm not good with, which everybody else does wonderful that I'm with, but I'm holding it, and then the wind starts. So my umbrella like starts because I don't spend a lot of money. I'm cheap on umbrellas. I don't know if that's the reason or what, but my umbrella starts like going up like on the sides, and I'm thinking if you go straight up, and I'm in front of everybody here, I'm not going to be really happy about
I
this.
will. Oh man, that's an opportunity missed.
Oh, so I actually I've learned you kind of angle the umbrella, and you kind of go against the wind, so to speak. I know Bob Seger against the wind.
Yeah.
Kind of do it, Bob Seger. Go against the wind a little bit. Keep it where the wind can't get underneath it. If the wind gets underneath your umbrella, then you're doomed. Because I've had that happen. And
That
Mike
sounds
King,
like maybe an Uber could have helped out on that instead.
no.
Sounds like
No.
What you just described me was an Uber trip that needed to happen.
Now, Mike King did film me with an umbrella, and he filmed me getting out of the car, the umbrella, and I was doing okay, and then all of a sudden the wind caught it, and it did go straight up. So I have had that happen several times, but this time I learned to angle it a little bit, and it did me wonders. I feel like that was educational with an umbrella for me.
My kids also think that umbrellas are toys.
Oh, I know they do.
So I've had, in fact, the organization 1 year sent the employees a really nice umbrella, right? Because like, if we're out on doors or something, we need, and I tell you what, my kids could not have ruined that any more than what they did. And yeah, I mean, they love playing with them, and I get it. I totally get it. I mean, I'm sure, when I was a kid, umbrella would have been fun to play with.
Sure.
But yeah, so that's another thing too, I guess, that kind of add to it. Like, I had a really nice one, like a big old wooden handle, and it was super nice. And so, I no longer have that umbrella, to say the least, but it's all right. Not mad about it.
Not mad about it.
I mean,
no.
It is. I mean, they are kids.
They come and they go.
And hopefully there's not any going anytime soon.
All right. Also, real quick, in the news, Ed the zebra was finally captured yesterday. Did you see the video of the helicopter? He was the pet zebra that went missing near Nashville last week. The Rutherford County Sheriff Department posted a video of a helicopter airlifting him to a horse trailer that waited him to take him home. So if you've not watched the trailer or that, Ed,
Ed causing some trouble.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Meanwhile, at a zoo in Wisconsin announced that an otter named Louie that escaped in March has officially won his freedom. He's been spotted a few times and seems like he's doing fine out on his own. The zoo announced he's made the decision to be a wild otter, so they called off the search.
Oh wow.
That's really okay. There we go. He made his decision and he did okay because they always
Free
like-
at last. Free at last. Freedom, man.
Freedom.
We love freedom.
Freedom.
That's right.
Okay. And the thing, oh, the price of freedom. But the thing about that is, they always worry about how they're going to do, and he seems like he's done good. So good for him. All right.
I love that they watched him.
I do too. And they made sure.
I
They
love
cared
that
about
they
him.
did that.
That's like a child. You
I
have
wonder
to
if
sit
he
back
knew.
and watch him.
I wonder if he knew he was being watched. Louie,
I'm on my best
I
behavior.
need to know. Louie, did you know you were being watched?
I love that. Okay, a guy in Boston bought his daughter a lottery ticket. Okay, you're gonna love this. That hit $2 million. She said she'll use it to pay for college and buy a house. Yeah,
It sounds like there's a lot of dads slacking out there. Didn't zero mention of the dad.
I
The
know.
dad
I know.
who at that point.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if the dad got any cut. You know what I mean? At least got his money back, right? I don't know how much he paid for the lottery ticket, but I wonder if she reimbursed him that amount, right? I don't know.
The whole $20.
Maybe that was a gift, so I guess you don't get your money back, right?
I mean,
Maybe
I guess it
maybe
just
she'll take
depends
dad
on-
out for supper or something,
$2
Father's
million she takes dad out for supper.
Maybe he'll have a good Father's Day.
I mean,
Yeah, maybe he'll get more than underwear for Father's Day.
listen, you gotta.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like that's.
Yeah. Okay, a 12-year-old in Oregon named Lily Prazek just became the state's youngest therapy dog handler. She's been training her dog, her golden retriever, Sunny, for over a year, but couldn't be a junior therapy dog handler until she turned 12. She and Sunny recently passed all the tests and tests to get certified, and now it's official. I love this so much. I love that. I think you have to be a very special person that actually works and trains the therapy dogs, because when you put that much time and work into the dog, I would be so attached. I mean, you know what you're doing, and you have to remember that what a blessing for
you're doing it. The reason you're doing it.
I know you'd have to keep that just completely at the forefront, because I would get so attached. I get attached to everything.
I do not.
I do. No, I fall in love with everyone, and I get attached to everything. So that would be a job that I would have. Like these dogs, I would be like, I'm sorry, maybe the next one I get, I will give away or sell or whatever they do. The next one will be, because this one has to stay with me.
I don't know.
I fall in love with life. I fall in love with the dogs. I would just be in love with, I think it takes a special person to put that many hours into getting and training a therapy dog to let it go.
Yeah, but if you're doing it with the person.
I know. Well, a lot of times they don't. A lot of times they do the work and then they find the person. Now they do train them with the person later, but at first, in the very beginning, you're usually just getting like the basics, I believe. That's the way I understand it.
Oh, I don't know.
And the basics, if
I'm always so curious. I am. I'm always as curious as George. Wanting to know. I'm always curious as to why, what their service.
Oh, and what they've been trained in.
Because I remember whenever we were at Disney or something, and one of the kids wanted to pet the dog.
Yeah.
And you can't do that.
Yeah.
And they didn't realize that. And which they've actually they actually do really well now. They don't just but or maybe it wasn't even one of my kids. Maybe it was a different kid that wanted to pet the dog, and they're like, sorry, she's working right now, she cannot.
Yeah.
because I think that they do. They have to like sense something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm getting way over my head on my education on this stuff. So I just know I think it's really cool and interesting to hear like what they are doing.
Well, and I've told
what they're there for.
Yeah, I've told the story many times, but in Nashville, Tennessee, there was a gentleman that had a working dog, and it stopped in front of this man, and I made the comment, oh, he must like him or something, and he goes, no, he knows he's having anxiety. This dog was trained to recognize anxiety and calm, and it was a complete stranger. I just thought, I'm like, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm just like, that was like one of those top.
Maybe I should get one of those.
Yes. I'm telling you right now, no, I mean, it's amazing how smart
that's
they
what I'm
are.
saying. I think these dogs are, I think that's very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not, I mean, like I know there's a lot of PTSD dogs out there.
Yes. And that's what it was. Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. And it was
like I want to hear like the details.
Oh,
I'm
the
so
training.
Curious,
Yeah.
Curious. What do you call curious, nosy, whatever you want to call
how
it.
it picks up on that. You know what I mean? On that vibe.
And that's the reason why they cannot be disturbed.
No, that's right. They're working. Yeah, they have full concentration. Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I think that to me that I was just like, I got chills. I was like, oh my goodness, that is the coolest thing. So
yeah, it is. That is. I think that is super cool.
Okay, real quick, I got to get this in because you're going to be a fan of one of these for sure. Okay, you got Clint Eastwood, which I love. Burt Reynolds, love. Adam West, love. And Liam Neeson, we both love. You love Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
I was saying it right? Liam Neeson. They were all offered the role of James Bond, but turned it down. Can you imagine?
Liam Neeson would have been awesome.
Would he not have been, right?
Ooh, I wonder why.
I don't know. Bond, James Bond. I don't know why you would turn that role down, right?
I have a specific set of skills.
I know. I mean, he would just talk about,
I will.
Because I love James Bond. Yeah. All right, real quick. The first drink you ever described as a cocktail was essentially an old-fashioned in 1806. It was introduced as a stimulating liquor composed of spirits and any kind of sugar, water, and bitters. The first drink,
that is
the old-fashioned,
very popular drink here.
Absolutely. All right, and it was invented in 1806.
That is a hot
minute. A few years ago, right? Yeah. There
Just
we
like
go.
It was yesterday.
Just yesterday. All right. Real quick, don't forget, we got a lot going on this week. This is going to be a busy week for everyone. We have the baby contest on Saturday. Also, the Queen and Teen pageant will be on Saturday. Then the fair parade will be Father's Day. So don't think, Father, look, you're so important. We gave you a parade. That's right. So the fair parade will be Father's Day, and Father's Day is
you didn't get anything.
That's right. You got a parade, Daddy. Fair parade will be at 1:30, and that'll be on June the 15th. That's Sunday. And then on Monday, the Lone Star Rodeo will be at the fair. And of course, all of the rides will be open. For Senior Citizens Day will be Tuesday. Senior Citizens Day. Wednesday will be Kids Day. Fun time always up there, and it's free. Also, the Senior Citizens Day is free too. Then Racing Hearts on Thursday.
Next week, though, not this week, right?
Right. Yeah, it starts. I'm sorry, the coming weekend. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. That's June the 18th.
People are going to shop at
19th. No. And just kind of highlights. Don't forget, everybody goes out, and you'll see people you haven't seen all year long for the famous Demolition Derby, and that'll be on the 21st. So that's next, not this week, then next week. But I just want to, this weekend, I'll remind everybody, but coming up time, anyway, it'll be
kickoff.
It'll be fair time. And so maybe we'll get all this rain taken care of and then have beautiful fair weather.
Because
fair weather.
This weekend is not looking too hot.
Yeah. All of my flowers, my plants are very happy about all that. They like all that.
Our grass is.
Yes, grass too. Weeds are very happy too.
Tell you what.
Yeah. All right, let's thank our sponsors this morning.
All right, let's thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Purlee Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, McAllister Land Consulting, First Harrison Bank, the Louisville Bats, Schneck Hospital, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, and Temple & Temple.
All right. Thank you, Americans for Prosperity, for being wonderful sponsors of today's program. And Angel, thanks for coming in. And have the best Monday ever, right?
That's right. Have